extra.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, The Unbalanced Libra, where I make fashion, lifestyle, and beauty videos, such as today, where I'm going to teach you how to finesse your brows when you haven't seen your brow lately in a minute. If you're like me and wait a million years between brow appointments because you forget constantly, then this is the hack for you. Also, like, sometimes you don't have the coin for your brows to be done that week, and like, respect, I feel that on an emotional level. I wish someone had sat me down like freshman year of college when I started to like in any way do my brows with makeup. I wish they had taught me this skill, because it would have saved me years of just doing the most. You know, like first week that your brows are done, they're looking like snack, you're feeling on top of the world, like literally no one can come from my wig because I have snatched all of yours. I am sitting on my pile of wigs, my new kingdom, my, what's the chair royal sit in? Like, this is what happens when you haven't been in school for 2 months. You forget how to do anything with your brain. It just turns off. That's the hack to post-grad life. Say goodbye to your brain. Before, I learned how to do my brows this way, which was honestly, very sadly, like, quite recent. What I used to do is like, just try to match those hairs. It wasn't until like I looked back at pictures that I started to realize that as my brows got more unruly and like more weeks had passed since my last brow appointment, they started to grow. And like, yes, I do have naturally like relatively thick brows, but I don't know what I was doing. Like, you see throughout the weeks, my brows go from like this like nice, like medium thick line of brow to like, I was trying to be Frida, but I said, I'm just going to pretend that there is not a unibrow. There is, for sure, obviously. Let me just like stop talking and like show you how to do this. For this look, you are only going to need a couple items. Whatever you use normally to do your brows, whatever makes you most comfortable. I find that you do your best brows with the product that you're most comfortable with. You'll need a brow gel. This is, especially if your brows have gone in early, I feel like this is a step that you really cannot skip, because what will give you away is when like just like a breeze will hit and your hairs will go awry. And brow gel is what will have your back. It will keep it there. Like, think about like when you put your hair back into a slick ponytail. Like, do you just trust that all your baby hairs will cooperate? Or are you like, let's put in some security gel or mousse? A concealer of your choice, preferably one that you will also be using on your face, so there's just like a seamless transition going on there. Like, I know some people use brightening ones under their eyes. Like, probably don't do that, because that's what I was doing in the beginning. And like, yes, it's nice to give your brow a bit of like highlight, but also in certain pictures, especially ones with flash, like it's just like too obvious, and you have like a crown around you and around your brows, and just looks bad. And then you'll need a small brush like this, like an eyeliner brush. This is the BH Cosmetics 107. Like, don't ask me why I'm doing this. Like, I'm not entirely sure what I thought I was doing there. Filming hacks. So it's kind of like the angled brush. If you have like a small angled brush, that'd be fine. Honorable mention can be a brush like this. Kind of looks like a tiny buffing brush. And a beauty blender, of course. Don't have it be dirty like mine. Don't be a sucia. That is my brand, and you don't have to live like that. You can live a better life than me. First, I spray my face with primer water. I kind of just do this always before I start my makeup, and I have started doing my brows first, so this is genuinely like just how I start my makeup in general. Before I used to try to fill in every single gap, but you don't really have to do that. Like, for example, between like here and there, like that's just an unruly hair. Don't let her mislead you. Think of it as drawing the brows you want and using your brows as a template. But it's okay if in certain spots, like you don't follow. Like if your brows are misleading you in that spot, don't let them win, you know? Like you are the boss of your own brows, so you let them know what path we are taking, basically. It's a long-winded way of just saying to just do the brows how you want them to look like. So I like to have mine like, this is the general shape of them, but there are all down here these liars, these betrayers. So I'm not gonna pay any mind to them and not validate their existence by, you know, drawing on them. I don't know. So this is what it looks like now. A little still not popping, but we're getting there. Baby steps, and now comes the real magic trick. Take some concealer. I like to put it on the back of my hand because then I have more control. So now you dip into concealer like you're about to make art on your face, because honey, that's exactly what you're about to do right now. Open your palette mirror. And then I start underneath, going like this, kind of painting right underneath it, as if you're trying to draw out the outlines of your brows. And then you go on to the top and you do the same thing. My favorite part is right in the middle, defining where my brow actually I want her to start, and not the very rude hairs that are definitely growing in the middle, because unibrows happen, ladies. Get over it. It's 2019. Let's not lie to ourselves. So now it's the blending to try to make the concealer blend out. Like, yes, I'm also going to be putting concealer on my face, so it'll look more seamless then, but I just like to start spreading that out a bit. I try not to get too close to the brow because that's how you mess up the edges a bit, but just kind of starting at the bottom edge of where the concealer ends on your eyelid and just kind of like patting that in. I use the very bottom end of the Beauty Blender for between my brows. Just like pat that in so it's not so obvious that you have a clump of concealer assisting you in this heist. I use this brush sometimes when I feel like it's, because this one I can get a bit closer to the brow and I'm not as afraid of having the concealer run into the spots I don't want it to, especially because now at this point I've let it dry a bit more on my skin. Just kind of buffing it out, doing little circles so that the line of the concealer is not that evident. And now that your brows are looking how you want them to look and the plan for your lat has been set in place, you take your brow gel and just kind of stick everything where you want it to. I especially pay special attention to this spot right here in my brows because they are just like raised to the roof, and I don't know why or how or the physics behind that, like why gravity just doesn't work on those hairs, but I just try to bring it a bit closer to me, just like brush them down, gel them down, just so that they don't betray me later on in the day. So here we have the finished look. The brows look like maybe I had them done recently, like there's a possibility that I have not lost my Brow Lady's number. I hope this video was helpful for you, and I hope the tips that have saved me in my life can now save you. Thank you so much for watching, joining me on today's journey. Like and subscribe if you would like to see more content. You know the shabazz. What word was I trying to even say? You know what, just, it's fine. Bye.
That means you're extra, extra.